Sweet memories. Hello, everybody. My name is Ostentatious24, and welcome back to Higurashi When They Cry. The final chapter. Supposedly, maybe? I don't know. Maybe there's a surprise chapter at the end. I don't know. We'll see, I suppose. Ooh, I wonder what's gonna happen this chapter. Oh. Oops, hold on. Sorry if noises are being made. I'm adjusting my setup. Let me turn the light off. Make it a little scarier, even though the sun's rising. I last minute forgot about this, and I was just about to go to bed. I was like, "Oh crap! No, I do that." So I don't know how long this episode's gonna be. If it's gonna be really short or really long. I hope it's not really long. We'll see. I don't know. We'll play it by ear. If it feels like there's a good stopping point, I'll stop. No matter how. No. Okay. If it's super early, like within the first 5 minutes, then yeah, that's not gonna happen. But if it's about 20 minutes and it seems like a good place to stop, maybe I'll stop it. And then maybe next week. Whoops! I bumped into some bag or something. Next week, maybe we'll make it longer. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on all that, even though nobody does. I keep asking, but nobody does. People like longer episodes or not, I don't know. Anyways, let's not waste any more time. We gotta get going for a few reasons. One of them so I can get to bed. Oh God, I'm terribly sorry about this. It hasn't helped that I've been sick or something this past week with awful migraine. I thought I was gonna die, especially because it was in one part of my head. It was the front right lobe, and it was just persistent, and it was hurting my jaw, the bottom jaw for some reason, and my throat. Every time I would like swallow, even if it was just like spit or something, it would hurt my head. It was weird. I was like, do I have a tumor? Am I dying? What is happening? And it happened that persisted for 3 to 4 days. Oh no. I'm on day 5 or 6 now, I think. I wasn't completely keeping track. And it's better today, at least. I mean, I still have a pounding headache every once in a while, but it's not as bad as the past few days. Another reason I should probably get to bed relatively soon so I don't reignite that pain or whatever. So let's begin. I guess I'd be lying if I said I didn't get any sleep. I can relate. I'm probably going to have to readjust a lot because I'm on the floor because I don't want to sit in my bed. I'm not clean. I haven't showered yet. I shower every day right before I go to bed because I'm OCD like that now. I don't want any germs in my bed. It's not that I'm afraid of germs. I'm not a germaphobe. It's just my bed is my clean temple. I guess. I don't know. I'm weird. Don't judge me. Don't look at me. I'm hideous. I'm a weirdo. Yeah, anyways. But there are definitely gaps in my memory. But I do shower daily. I was getting it. I'm not some degenerate, filthy boy that doesn't keep himself clean. I just like to do it right before I shower, and then I hop into bed and then all sorts of things. Anyways, so that's why I'm not in my bed. That's why I'm on the floor. Ugh. Whoops. Guess the door wasn't shut all the way. Foot just brushed against something. Oh God! Alright, no more wasting time! Stop it! Stop it, you stop it. Alright, here we go. I guess I kept nodding off and jerking awake in a panic all night. Spent all night hugging the metal batten, sat on top of the futon I used to barricade my door. Not used to. Waiting, watching, just in case someone tried to break in through my window. If I left this spot, someone would break through the door, sending the futon flying and attack me. If I stopped watching the windows, someone would break through the glass and attack me. I tried telling myself I was just being paranoid, but I couldn't sleep. The thought of being so vulnerable scared the living daylights out of me. If sleep meant taking that risk, I didn't need it. Yeah, but if you don't get sleep, then you're not going to be aware. Then you're going to be attacked when you least... Well, the opening windows for not expecting it is going to increase significantly. I want to say when you least suspect it, because that's just going to... It's going to be a lot more frequent that you're not going to be suspecting it. I didn't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I certainly don't need it. It was just so much better just to stay awake. At some point during that endless cycle of nodding off and jolting awake, a light began to shine outside. But that was it. It wasn't so much the morning as it was just the sun simply having risen. I snuck a peek out through the curtains. My brain's trying to process. It wasn't so much the morning... I guess? I don't know. I'm not going to try to overthink it and interject things. I shouldn't do that. So I can peek out through the curtains. Reno's gone! Oh, God, no! She's in the futon. No. I couldn't see her anywhere, no matter how hard I looked. Finally, I could breathe a deep sigh of relief. The night was finally over. She's under the shingles. You didn't look above, did you? She's Spider-Manning around on your roof. Oh, no. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't tired, but I didn't feel like sleeping at the moment. I still had time, but I needed to make my own breakfast, so I'd better get started soon. Skipping school was also an option. With my mom gone, it'd be easy to play hooky. Honestly, I debated it. The risk involved in leaving my house was incalculable. So staying holed up in here was probably my safest option. But staying here wouldn't solve anything. Oishi-san wouldn't help me without cold, hard evidence. Neither he nor my parents. So unless I found some sort of proof these relentless nights would never end, I stretched my body, tilted my head back, and closed my eyes just like I did every morning. I regulated my breathing and regained my senses. Calm down, Kaiichi Maibara. Let's go to school. Let's wait until they set their trap for me. But that didn't mean I was just going to twiddle my thumbs. I needed to avoid that trap and secure irrefutable evidence. Take note of the plates of any car that drives by. If I see someone suspicious, check their clothes and face. I wasn't just protecting myself. I was preparing myself to turn their attack against them and retaliate. The tension was similar to when two samurais were both aiming to slay each other with a single motion as they drew their katanas. Yes. A very famous cliche? I guess it is a cliche. Cliche is just, I don't know, I was like, cliche makes it sound like there's a bad connotation with it, but that's not always true. Sometimes cliches can be good. There's that warm, fuzzy feeling, like nostalgia, right? It's a cliche for a reason, because it is or was enjoyable to a great degree at one point. And that's still just as epic as, I don't know, I wonder what the first, I don't know if it would be a movie, probably not. I don't know, it's probably been done all over the place in literature and all sorts of things. Anyways, I was not at a disadvantage. I would have a chance to retaliate. Sorry, readjust the mic. I finally felt a bit of courage growing in my chest. Alright, let's get to school. Go to school. I tightened my grip on Satoshi's bat. He was the only partner I could count on. Satoshi, please lend me your strength. Okay, you got it, Kaiichi. Oh, God, it's talking to me! I don't know. Entrust your dying regrets to me, since you were probably murdered. I'll make sure I dispel them. With renewed resolve, I checked the clock. That'd be weird. I mean, there are a lot of yokai that are made out of, made into inanimate objects, made from something to that effect. Like there's the generic umbrella that's all over the place all over myths and legends and stories and stuff. Maybe that's why people start disappearing. Oh, Yashiro turns them into inanimate objects! And Satoshi was turned into his own bat. Oh, the horror. With a renewed resolve, I checked the clock. It was still early. Of course, I was going to school by myself today. If I didn't want to run into Reina or Mion, I needed to leave now. The door's open. Is that supposed to be that way? Or the shattered fragments of the cupboard were still strewn all over the entryway. Right. Meant to clean that up last night, but never got around to it with the phone call and everything. If my parents came back and saw this while I was at school, I would never hear the end of it. Still, I'd be wasting time if I cleaned it up right now, and considering what would happen if I ran into Reina or Mion. Wouldn't be too late to clean it up after I got back home. Making extra certain that the doors were locked, I left the house. Okay. That was just part of the backdrop. I was like, is it open? Wait a minute. Was that intentional part of the artsy stuff, or is it My uniform was still covered in mud from yesterday, so I left it in the washer. Today I was going to school in a tracksuit. By wearing a different outfit this morning, my mind was forced to accept that today was different from yesterday. I had a hunch. Today might be the day I get killed. Keep your guard up, Kaiichi Maibara. The only one who gets to decide if today is my last is me. Mwah. It's me. It's me. Okay, it's doing that on its own. I forgot what time it was when I started. Crap. It's been about 10 minutes, maybe. I think it was 44, 4, maybe? Something like that. Spent the morning practicing my swing like it was my natural routine. After a while, Reina arrived at school. Our eyes met, but we said nothing. Reina said nothing about last night, as if it never happened. But I could see that those events were real by the wounds carved into her fingers. Ooh. Oh, right. Does she have a cold too, being outside in the rain? Ugh. Is her nose all red? Is her eyes red from crying? Got out of it state. She's it's best not to think about it and feel bad for her because she's evil. I don't know. I just heard her telling Satoko and the others that the bandages were from hurting herself in the kitchen. Though it wasn't like it bothered me. The details that Oishi-san shared about Reina's incident before her transfer played vividly in my mind. Now that I knew about it, I couldn't even dream of Reina as a cute, ideal girl. You still could. She's just a cute, ideal, crazy girl.
Kai-chan, I see you're still aiming for the Nationals.
It was Mion! I'd already sensed her approach, so I wasn't that surprised. Hello, Mion. If you understand, then leave me alone. I'm busy practicing. I gave her a curt reply without my usual jokes. Then I gave the bat an even larger swing, tactfully keeping Mion from getting any closer.
Hey, Kai-chan, take it easy.
I think Mion got the message, but she still urged me to give it a rest.
Homeroom's not that far off, is it?
Oh, wait, that's me, okay. Homeroom's not that far off, is it? Just let me finish practicing. Swing the bat even harder is a sign of my refusal.
Kai-chan, when did you get into baseball?
Just recently.
Recently? You mean yesterday?
Don't ask if you already know.
Oh dear, that's a very unsportsmanlike reply.
You're distracting me! Go away! I ignored Mion and kept swinging. Normally she'd get mad or bored and leave if someone gave her the cold shoulder like this. Mion just stood there waiting patiently for me to stop swinging. I didn't sense any hostility. But we were at school in plain view. Doubt she'd suddenly attack me here. Or was that too naive? Still, I was starting to get tired. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad to take a break and hear her out. You need me for something, right? What is it? Sweat poured from me as I stopped swinging. Noticed my shoulders were heaving as I breathed. I cursed my lack of exercise. At this rate, I might not be able to move as needed when the time came. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me readjust myself. My arm's hurting. My neck is hurting. I should probably keep practicing my swings to build stamina in addition to the excuse for carrying the bat around with me. God, I hate that word. Ugh. Nothing. Never mind. That word. PTSD from... I won't get into it. I just hate that word. So I'll leave it at.
Well, it's nothing important. If you're tired, I can ask again later.
No, it's fine. I'm only dealing with you right now because I judge this situation to be safe. Talking to you alone and away from others, that's out of the question. Well... Oh, that's her, okay.
Well,
Mion was uncharacteristically trying to choose her words. Ah, my knee! Son of a biscuit! At the door. But like Higurashi didn't look like she was going to talk about something I'd rather not hear. Alright, let me... Son of a biscuit!
oh, you bastards! Stupid frickin' small room!
You damn door and
Computer and myself are forgetting to do this. Oh no.
But like Higurashi-san, it didn't look like she was going to talk about something I'd rather not hear. Mion was puzzled, trying to find the right thing to say. But then she gave a hearty laugh to break herself out of that mire.
This old man's just no good at this stuff. Having a poor vocabulary hurts.
I can relate as I fumble on that sentence. What's this all of a sudden? If you have something to say, just say it. And the flip.
Stop it. Stop that swinging.
She cut straight to the point. Her request was so frank I didn't understand it for a moment. I'd already stopped swinging to listen to her, hadn't I? I just stopped, didn't I?
That's not what I meant. I want today to be the last day you swing that bat. I'm sorry.
Took me some time to understand what she was asking for. What's wrong with swinging a bat? Why? It's none of your business, is it? I'm not bothering anyone, am I?
You are.
Mion said it flat out. It didn't make any sense and that was really irritating. When did I bother anybody? Mion was at a loss for words. But she finally made up her mind and spoke, though she stuttered as she said it.
Because, Kai-chan, that's someone else's bat. You shouldn't borrow it without permission.
It was left behind by a student who transferred, right? I'm just borrowing it until he comes back for it.
Huh? Yeah, he transferred.
Mion grew uncharacteristically flustered. That made it all too clear that this transfer was a lie! Lies and slander and treachery. But strange is... I think that's her.
But strange, isn't it, for the older brother to transfer by himself, while his little sister stayed behind.
Mion couldn't hide her reaction as my words shook her up. Wait. Alright. This is a bad idea. I'm stupid. Oh my god. While his little sister stayed behind. Mion couldn't hide her reaction as my words shook her up. Wait. I'm confused as to who is saying this. This makes it sound like it was Kaiichi saying it, but what? While his little... What little sister? Whose little sister? Whose older brother? I'm confused.
Kai-chan, you knew?
Satoshi Hojo. Oh, right. Okay. Okay. Right, I forgot. Okay. I vaguely remember her having an older brother that was discussed at one point. Gosh. Oh, this is... Oh, my brain's too stupid. Satoku's older brother, right. The one demoned away last year. Unable to respond to that, Mion fell silent.
Reina asked the same thing. Why did you start swinging that bat?
Or that. I think that's me again. Damn it. Wish they put names next to it! She told me Satoshi did the same thing, practicing his swings right before he went missing. So is it some kind of omen for Oyashiro-sama's curse?
Shut up, you idiots!
Mion panicked and looked around.
Please, Kai-chan, don't mention Oyashiro-sama so recklessly. I don't believe in him, but the others very much do. Reina especially.
What? What do you mean? I don't believe you. What do you mean? You don't... Wait...
Dangerously so.
Oh, she's actually angry, and it's not scary angry. It's scary in its own right, but she's not possessed angry.
Anyway, you're scaring everyone. If you're just fooling around, then stop it. You have to stop acting like Satoshi.
I was the one who was scared. Who do I have to thank for taking up this ban in the first place? It still unsettled me knowing that my actions were overlapping with Satoshi's. Be it one thing if someone suggested it, but I thought I was making my own decisions.
I'll say this now. I don't know...
Oh, damn it. I'll say this now. I don't know anything about Satoshi. After all, you didn't tell me anything about him.
We didn't mean to hide it.
You were hiding the incidents that happen every year, weren't you?
That's because we didn't want to,
You didn't want to scare me? That's your reason for leaving me out?
No, we didn't mean to.
Mion, I asked you directly if something happened at the dam, didn't I? And you told me nothing happened. When someone was dismembered and murdered, you lied to me!
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to lie to you.
Friends don't hide things from each other, right? Isn't that right? You all hurt my friends.
Kai-chan, we...
Mion looked helpless and flustered. Was I imagining the tears in her eyes? She's definitely not possessed. I'm definitely getting that. And then saying she doesn't believe... Either she is a really good liar... I mean, obviously she was possessed previously. To which she probably isn't aware of her own actions. And thus would also prove that there's a curse. With her personality change. Huh. But then to just blatantly, especially because she's... Didn't they say her family's really connected to, and really the deep in the heart of the whole situation with the dam and the curse and all that? Either she's a really good liar saying she doesn't believe it, or she... Curious thoughts. I would never could have imagined Mion acting like this. Okay, yeah, this is him. Oh, by the way, those get-well mochi you brought the other day, they were good. I thought I was gonna bleed. Ow, I clacked my teeth. I thought I was gonna damn it! What the hell? I thought I was gonna bleed! Who did it? You! Arena! What the hell? I did it twice in a row! Ow! I just went to the dentist. I don't need to break my teeth. Damn! I just had a clean bill of health, no cavities or nothing! Wait, who did it? You or
Me?
She admitted it so easily. Couldn't help but be surprised at how easy that was. You could have killed me! How could you do that to a friend?
But it was just a little prank.
Mion gave me a wry smile mixed with confusion, causing even more anger to well up inside me. You think that was a prank? Grabbed Mion. Oh, Jesus. I grabbed Mion by the collar and lifted her up. That wasn't the same as putting Tabasco sauce in a piece of mochi. It was a needle! A throwaway needle! If I had swallowed that and got it lodged in my throat, what did she think would happen? Mion's face froze as her body rattled in fear. This wasn't the Mion Sonozaki I knew anymore. Anyways, you're not my friend. There's no reason for me to listen to someone who's not my friend, so just leave me alone for a while. Got it? Mion wasn't replying anymore. It won't be that easy, you know. It won't be that easy to erase me, you know. The cops have been on to you from the start, so don't think you can make me disappear like you did Satoshi! Said it clearly. This was my declaration of war. I think you guys are suspects in the previous incidents, too! I also know you spent a lot of time with the cops. Wait. I also know you spent a lot of time with the cops ever since the anti-dam movement. What? I don't think you can hide from me. Got it! What?
How did you know?
Mion stood there with a dumbstruck look on her face. That was when I heard the principal ringing the bell for school. It's time for morning homeroom. Okay, yeah, this is him. Let's go! The class representative needs to be there, right? That moment, for the first time, I realized Mion was sobbing as tears ran down her cheeks.
You're so mean, Kaijin.
Me? I wanted to console her, but I shut my mouth. I had no need to feel guilty.
I'm going. Don't be late for homeroom.
Left Mion still shaking as I turned around to head for the entrance. Oh, wait. No, that was him. I'm going. Don't be late for homeroom. I had no idea how troubling it was to make a girl cry. Behind my back, I could hear her muttering. This is a faint mutter as she was speaking to herself. You didn't crane your neck and listen into what she was saying? Was it the same stuff Reina was muttering? I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. It's just I'm sorry, I think. So that's how it is. Huh? She wasn't saying it to anyone. It was Mion talking to herself. Oh, okay.
So that's how it is. Huh.
But it was a sobbing voice that kind of... But it was a sobbing voice that had a kind of giddy cursing tone. Oh, great! I inadvertently stopped and turned back towards her.
So it was. That bastard. He leaked it all to Kaijin.
She balled up her fists as her tears continued to rain down. She glared at a spot at the ground with a terrifying yet smiling face, cursing. Oh dear God. Chill right down my spine from that demonic expression. They knew, though, when they were possessed. They knew stuff. So, this actually is her, I think, not possessed. And she is piecing things together. Because beforehand, when she was possessed, she knew the things. And obviously she's saying these to herself. She's not aware that Kaiichi is listening in. This transformation. Mion's transformation was different from Reina's.
I should have killed him back then. He forgot the mercy I showed him just because he's going to retire this year.
Retiring this year. Was she talking about Oishi-san? Well, you didn't put that together sooner?
Damn it. I'm going to kill that damn old man.
Like the air itself had begun distorting. With Mion at the center, the world had begun to twist and spiral. So she actually did really care about him, didn't want him to get... Maybe we'll still be safe, I don't know. if Mr. Cop Guy just vanishes into thin air, maybe that will be Mion saying, "Oh, don't worry, you're fine as long as you play nice from here on out, Kaiichi." Wink, wink. Maybe? I don't know. Bending, whirling. This was the first time I'd known no experience such a... This was the first time I'd known... No, experienced... Such... It's a simple word. Such a visage. I can say visage fine, but not such, apparently. My tongue and brain are stupid. Rise. Yeah, okay.
Rise, attention.
No, okay. This is Mion. I wasn't sure if it was the teacher or Mion, or, I don't know. Mion made up an excuse for her red eyes by saying there was something wrong with her contacts. She wears glasses? Well, I mean, obviously she doesn't, but interesting. Interesting to note. Now I'm trying to picture her with glasses. Especially with that ponytail. She'd have kind of a, I don't know, teacher kind of look about her, I guess. After that, neither Reina nor Mion spoke to me for the rest of the day. Oh. Neither Satoko nor Rika-chan looked me in the eye. Strangely, I didn't feel hurt. Everything had just went back to the way it was. The month since I transferred in had been almost too much fun. That was all. School was supposed to be something like this to begin with. I should have disliked that feeling, but today felt oddly refreshing. The bell rung, sounding the end of the monotonous school day, which had felt so tense yet so dull. Oh, as much as I want to continue, this is probably the best place to stop for now. Oh. I got so many other things to do, but I really want to just pick this up and finish it because not to rush through it, but I can't wait to see what happens. I'm hoping for good things, but if there's sequels, I'm guessing that's not going to be the case. Yes, menu, right? Don't click away. All right, let's go and save. So yeah, I think I'm going to end it here, and hopefully I can get into reading it more, and then the next week or 2 or 3 or however long this takes, I can just get it all done in one recording session, just because, not to rush it, it's because I can't wait again, as I just said. Sorry about that. I can't wait to see what happens. I'm really looking forward to it, and gosh, I'm gonna really want to hop right into the second one right away, probably, but I want to give it some breathing room, so I shouldn't do that. As excited to read the second book as I am. But again, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If people want to see it sooner rather than later, I'd be more inclined. Otherwise, I'm thinking probably Halloween time, like last year when we started this one. Probably be the right thingamajigger. Maybe a little sooner, maybe September. Again, it depends on what people want. If people want to see it sooner rather than later, I could even pick it up in June if people really want to see it that much sooner rather than later. So let me know all your thoughts on all that in the comments below. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have... I think there was a vehicle outside. Must have been a semi. That was really loud if I could hear it over my headphones with the music. Damn. And being upstairs. Anyways, sorry about that. It just spooked me a little bit. It's like, what's happening? So, where was I? Outro, right. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely day and evening. And until next time, whether it's Higurashi or something else I may do, I hope to see you then. Farewell.